Welcome to Fit to Be Real.
And a little extra.
Today we're talking skincare, the do's and the don'ts to what is out there right now on the law of TikTok. All right?
The law.
The law of the TikTok. Do's and don'ts is what we've kind of looked up. And we're not going to lie to you. We don't really know anything about this.
I know. It was super exciting to research.
This was a suggested episode by our Instagram survey. So if you ever see them, we listen. We do. And we're going to get right into it. I'm Victoria.
Hey guys, I'm Carly.
Consistency is key.
Hey, listen, that is the name of our game. Consistency and routine.
In all things. In all things. Including skincare.
Wow. I just handed you that on a silver platter.
Okay, so let's dive right in. We're going to, just like usual, put the links of everything we've researched in the show notes so that you can really dive in deep to more specifics of what we're going to kind of rattle off and talk about today.
Yeah, who doesn't love a deep dive?
Yeah. TikTok apparently is like
Everything.
Yes. And I don't have TikTok.
I do. We have a business TikTok that I will scroll through, but no, we don't have personal TikToks.
I don't have a TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't have the time for it.
I know. It's time consuming because you go through rabbit holes, just like Instagram Reels, just like Facebook used to.
Yeah. And you know what? Facebook was like the end all be all. And then it went to the Instagram, or I guess MySpace was first, right?
Oh, yeah, MySpace.
And then Facebook, and then Instagram. And then I don't know, because that's where
You be tapped out.
I don't have Snapchat.
Yeah.
I did for one day and I couldn't handle it
Mhm.
because it was new and it's just not worth it to me. So TikTok.
Yeah. I think it's all a little bit scary.
That was just how TikTok is not something that I know how to navigate or that I am too well versed in to be like, yeah, I see this on the TikTok all the time. First of all, I do recognize that I call it the
I know.
TikTok.
I was just going to say, you're not a TikToker because you keep saying the TikTok. So
I don't know why I do that, but it is what it is. So 7 TikTok skincare hacks of things that are actually a good thing to see on the TikTok. Oh my
stop
gosh,
saying
I'm
the
sorry.
TikTok.
I'm
You
sorry.
lost all of our young people.
I'm sorry. On TikTok, that dermatologists have basically said, yes, these are good.
These
'Cause
are okay.
just like anything else, people don't know what they're talking about. And they put it out there, and then people really get sucked into it and go, no, I have to do this because it's on TikTok and people have said it. People are debunking TikTok as well. So these are the good things. These are the go-aheads. I don't know if I'm going to say this right.
Oh, God.
Micellar water?
Yes.
Is that
that's
how
what
you
it's
say
called.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how you call it.
Micellar water makeup cleanser is a go. And it's basically just purified water.
Mhm.
And it has like moisturizing stuff in it and like good ingredients, but it's water-based, not oil-based.
A lot of these things are just sort of, plain knowledge that for some reason are trending, but it's just basic information. That's what TikTok is. It's like basic information, but if it's trending, then it's cool.
Right.
And it's just purified water.
Yeah. Well, when you call it micellar, it seems like I'm missing out on something.
I know. That's what I mean. That is the TikTok to
Yeah.
a T.
Yeah.
You feel like you're FOMO.
Thank you for saying the.
I just wanted to make you feel part of it.
But that's a go. That's a good thing. And then double cleansing. And it's basically just washing your face twice. Honest to goodness.
I do that every night.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. I just want to make sure I got it all.
Oh, wow. I'm too lazy for that. It's a cleansing balm or an oil first. And then you do the water-based cleanser. So then you would do the micellar water makeup remover, but you would do a balm or an oil. And if it's an oil, this is something I read, it doesn't mean you're adding more oil to your face. So if you're acne prone, that's not like a bad thing. It just is a different soluble, excuse me. It's just a different soluble.
No, say it again.
Soluble. Now everything's wrong. Now I can't hear it. Now I don't know what I'm saying. Based type of cleanser, but all things good.
That is my still to this day biggest misconception because I have oily skin and I always say, oh, I can't put oil on it or I can't put moisturizer on it because it'll just make it more oily.
Drugstore skincare products, neither of us can talk today,
I know.
are great.
Yeah.
Like people are, go for the expensive brand. Only, if it's not high quality and it's not expensive, it's not good. That's a lie. That's a lie. You do not have to spend all of your money on your skincare products. Go to CVS, go to, Walgreens, whatever it is. CeraVe, Cetaphil, Neutrogena, Versed, which I don't know. ELF is coming up.
Yes.
I remember when ELF came out and I was like, oh my gosh, I can get eyeliner for $1.
I know. I still get a lot of my makeup from ELF.
It's good.
Yeah. And makeup primer.
And primer.
Primer.
Their primer is really good. And a brand called Pixie, which I don't know, but they're like the drugstore go-tos of everything is good here. You can go here.
Huh.
Yeah. Exfoliants with chemical peels, which sounds frightening to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a no-go for me.
I think of Sex and the City.
Oh my
when
God,
she gets a chemical
Samantha?
peel. Yes. And her face is like completely red and bloody and she has to go to it like an event or a funeral or something and she wears a veil.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think of when I think of chemical peel. But that's not true.
Yeah, so don't think about that.
No. No. You could do this chemical peel at home and anything with exfoliating. I used to have one with like little beads in it, That's all good stuff, but it's to rid like dead skin cells and that's something I did know. But I didn't know anything about AHAs and BHAs, which you'll see on like the labels.
The label.
And it's alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids. And they're naturally occurring acids that we need. And you can get them from, I think they're two different things. So the AHAs you can get from like citruses and BHAs you can get from the bark of a willow tree.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you go out and forage for that?
Yeah, like daily.
Yeah. Oh, daily. Wow.
Yeah.
You're intense. That's a lot. That's really good. So in any case, they're really good. AHAs do a little bit more for the dry skin and water soluble types. And then BHAs are the oil solubles. And they're for like the acne prone skin.
Yeah,
types.
that would be me.
There's something called a vampire exfoliator.
Love it. Tell us.
It's 30% of an AHA and 2% of a BHA, and it's a peel. Dive into the links for more on all of this, but it's, some skins need a little bit more of the AHA or should only use that, and vice versa for the BHA. So really I would highly recommend going to a dermatologist for any and all of the skincare products or help for your specific skin type. But this type of chemical exfoliation is a good thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think all of them are made equal.
No, and everything's different for every face, just like as in anything.
Depuffing with a jade roller or gua sha.
This is a new thing that I've been seeing.
I have one.
You do?
It's not a roller. It's like a jade crystal, like you could scrape your face with it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not harsh.
Right. I have the roller.
You have the roller.
And I keep it in the freezer.
Yes. I didn't know that. Mine's in my cabinet doing nothing.
Well, it lives in the freezer and it never comes out. So,
yeah, well, neither one of us are actually doing what we're supposed to do with it.
But I have one.
But yes, you're supposed to put it in the fridge and then you roll it onto your face and it reduces inflammation. And if you've got like chronic tired eye syndrome or just
isn't that everybody
over the age of 30?
Yeah, everybody.
First of all, you could be eating too much salt. That is a reaction to that. But you put it on your skin and you roll it and it cools your face down and it depuffs and it gets all the anti-inflammatory, things that you see. And it's not 100% proven.
Right.
This is not 100% science based on this particular one we're talking about, but I know it's like huge right now.
I know. And I've been seeing a lot of that on the reels that come up or the, what's it called? The ads on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe they'll come up more now that we're talking about it. My phone's close by.
Yep.
But just like in anything that we talk about in this podcast, I have it all. I just got to put it into use.
Yeah, that's so funny. I don't. I am the drugstore only product because I don't, well, that's not true. It Cosmetics is like my life.
It is my life too. It is my life.
I'm an it girl.
Yeah.
Everybody should be an it girl. Yes, IT.
Makeup, moisturizer,
cleanser.
It's
serums,
the best.
You name it. So, and that is a little bit on the pricier side from what you'll find at CVS or Walgreens or whatever. But
technically, you can get it at Target now because they have a whole it section.
That's right.
It's not any cheaper than from where we get it on the website or QVC.
But you don't have to wait.
You don't have to wait. You can just go and get it.
That's awesome. But yeah, you can mix anything with these jade rollers, like in your routine, I mean, because it's really just the fridge
Mhm.
and your face.
You just sit there, watch TV, and roll out your face.
And oh yeah, I like that. That's a good system. So this next one is very similar. It's called icing your face or an
Sweet.
ice facial. And but basically the only difference is that you're not using the jade roller or whatever device you have for that, and it's ice cubes.
And you're just icing your
You're
face.
just putting ice and rolling it around in the morning on your face to get the redness and the puffiness and the swelling and all that stuff down without the help of
Like a tool.
a tool.
Well, I used to use ice and just put them on my eyes after a night of like crying. And my, when we cry or we don't sleep, our eyes get super puffy.
Well,
And I would just put pieces of ice and hold them on my eye, like when I was younger.
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't cry anymore.
No, because I have lost all feeling in my
Listen
body.
to the back episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
But I did. I used to put 2 pieces of ice on my eyes.
You could do green tea bags as well.
I wasn't that cool back then. I only had ice.
She didn't cry very often. She would also then chew it afterwards. She was a big ice chewer.
I was.
All right, last one. Sunscreen.
Woohoo.
Sunscreen. Yeah, we woohoo and totally are behind this, but
I
I
know.
do not do this on the daily.
No.
I don't. I just don't do it. And I think I might now that I've done all this research, because you're supposed to apply it on before any of your SPF moisturizers or like
Or-
It Cosmetics has 50 SPF in everything,
Right. However,
but it's not enough.
it's not enough.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was just going to say they suggest that you put on sunscreen before your foundation that already has SPF.
The sun hours, like the worst time of the day for our skin, is 10 to 4.
To 4. Yeah.
And maybe we don't sit outside all day, so we're in a state that we have like seasons, so we're not outside. It's not like California.
What state are we in?
I every day I ask that question now. I really don't know. But just like sitting on the beach, you're supposed to reapply every 2 hours. I guess not necessarily on top of your makeup, so you'd have to do a whole process with
Yeah.
this. But if you do all of these cleansing routines, maybe you don't have to wear all the makeup and you could just do all this, right?
I think that's the whole point.
Mineral based is better than the chemical stuff that we see on the shelves. So that's zinc based would be the mineral
For sunscreen.
sunscreen. Yeah.
I need to be better with that. I just went to the dermatologist for the first time in my life.
What?
I know.
In your life?
37.
You're full
Yeah.
of moles.
I know. That's why I was like, and you want to know why I went? I'll tell you why.
Well, I would hope so.
I saw something on TikTok
Okay.
and I was like, oh my gosh, I have that.
Mole, 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 mole.
So I have to go. And the doctor was like, what do you think you have? And where did you see this? And I was like, I think I have skin cancer under my nail. And I saw it on TikTok. And she was like, I'll see you in October. You're good.
So is TikTok like the new WebMD?
I think it is. And I think the doctors know this. And that's why she immediately said, where did you think that you saw this? Like, why do you think you have this? And I was like, TikTok.
She was like, please get out of my office.
I know. But I am going again for full body scan. But I definitely think I should have gone sooner than 37 because I've been in the sun my entire life without sunscreen.
I've been to the dermatologist before. I'm surprised that you haven't.
Yeah, because I've been scared. I have so many moles. I'm scared of what they might say to me.
Okay, so that is the opposite of what to do. That is quite literally, listen, if you take nothing else from any of our episodes, go to the doctor before there's an issue. Go to the doctor.
I know. I'm just here to tell you how not to live your life wrong
Oh my
so that you can
gosh.
better it.
Well, the last thing I'm going to say about sunscreen is what our parents have been saying forever, is that it's not just the sunny days.
Yeah.
It is all weather conditions. Rain, overcast, chilly, hot, sunny, bright. Do I need to list them all?
No.
Great. Put sunscreen on. It is super, super important.
Yeah, you do it to your kids. Why don't you do it to yourself?
That is like
You know?
100% true.
Like I lather my kids up and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
I didn't really know a lot of that. I'm not going to lie. This isn't something that
It's not in our wheelhouse.
I dove into as a teen. I mean, I don't know if it's because we didn't have social media and looked this stuff up. We were just kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know.
We didn't have something constantly telling us what we should do.
to look better, be better, feel better, all the things.
There's a trend going on in our podcasts. We don't love social media, but definitely look on social media for all of our posts.
Yes, please. Let's look at 5 things to avoid when it comes to listening to TikTok and influencers on what you should and shouldn't do. So this was dermatologists recommended
Yeah,
to not do.
To not do.
Exfoliating with abrasive brushes. So apparently there's like battery powered tools out there that you can exfoliate with.
I have some.
You do not.
I do.
Oh my gosh. There's like a barrier and a layer of skin at the, all of this is cellular level. You'll ruin it. And then you need even more sunscreen. So don't use those tools. Just like anything else, and we have spoken about this in fitness and weight loss related topics, there is nothing out there that will get rid of your acne in minutes in the snap of a finger. So anybody telling you that on TikTok is not being truthful.
You just stole the one thing, good addition I had to this podcast today.
From the research links that I sent you?
You stole the one thing I wanted to say.
Well, everything's too good to be true if it's too good to be true. What would you like to add to it, Carly?
Just that. Our motto is consistency is key.
Mhm.
And if you don't do all the right things consistently, then nothing's going to change. Just like your health, just like your fitness, it takes about 12 weeks to see a result in any facet of life. And skincare is no difference. It takes about 12 weeks for you to see if what you're using works for you or not.
Yeah.
And it might not work for you, but it doesn't take 2 days.
No.
It takes weeks.
No, don't do the quick and easy path, because guess what? It's only going to make it harder, and you want to work and self-care yourself smarter, not harder.
That was it for me.
Great. So regular cleansing with Carly's consistency is key. Anything that has salicylic acid, and I don't know if I'm saying that correctly either, but that is going to help you with acne prevention or just like managing. I have had acne my entire life.
Yeah, we both have. And we've tried everything on the market.
It is just, I think, genetics, because you've gone through pregnancies and apparently that changes your skin. You've still had it through all of that.
Through all of it.
I am just like a hot mess. So that I've always had for 34 years. So
But you want to know what has cleared up our skin?
I know what you're going to say.
Our diet.
Yeah.
Our diet, when we are eating on point and we are drinking the amount of water that we need to drink, our skin, it literally brightens from the inside out. And that's what we tell all of our people, including weight loss or whatever. You need a clean diet and you need to drink water, and it will cleanse everything from the inside out.
Yeah. Ingredients that strip your skin. Now, I don't know who's promoting that, but that sounds horrible. So I don't think I would listen to them anyway.
Yeah.
But things that have witch hazel products, which sounds like something Carly uses.
Oh, well, I used it after pregnancy, but yeah.
Oh, no way.
Uh-huh.
Basically, it has like alcohol and fragrances and stuff like that, but it's irritating and it's dehydrating. Why did you use it after pregnancy? Yeah.
Somebody told me to. Because
For your face?
No, not for my face.
Oh. Yeah, well, don't use it. And then the last one. This one grosses me out to even say. Extraction tools.
I know.
Or like poor vacuumers.
I can't even talk about this, but you can.
All I wrote down from this is no. Damage, bleed, broken, capillaries, gross. That's what I wrote down. I did have a blackhead vacuumer, I think, at one time. Mom gave it to us, probably both of us. And I never really used it because it freaked me out, but I'm glad I didn't.
It doesn't really work.
Yeah, probably not.
It doesn't. But you know what does?
What?
Clean diet. Lots of water.
She's smiling when she says it.
Because we're just going to say it every episode because it applies.
Okay, so there's even more things that are a no-no. So popping pimples with your bare hands, which is like everyone does it.
Mhm.
I do it. I make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to make things better.
I know. It's like a teenager thing that just you never grow out of.
Because you just want to get rid of it and have it go away really quickly. And that is a lie. That can't happen. But doing that could really actually build up more bacteria and create the infections and the redness and the inflammatories. And then it lasts for like 2 to 3 weeks longer than it should. Just don't do that. This is something that I do. And I actually have told people that I do when I'm like, oh, this is something I do. And maybe it'll help you too. It says don't do it. Petroleum jelly as like a night mask.
Yeah, you love that.
Because it softens my face, and then in the morning, like if I do have those blemishes that I tried to pop, it softens them. It's called slugging in the TikTok world.
Oh my gosh, there's a name
They're
for
calling
it.
it slugging. and it basically clogs your pores more and creates more acne.
Oh my God.
So it's a cycle that I'm doing it to myself. I mean, I'm not going to do it anymore. Here's why I did that in the beginning anyway. I was on a merry-go-round. I will make this very short story. And I flew off the merry-go-round
Mhm.
and basically scraped the entire side of my face off. Like skin was not there anymore. Carmela didn't feel like I needed to go to the hospital or the doctor. Not too sure why. Probably insurance reasons and paying for it. So thank goodness, petroleum jelly or Vaseline, she just slathered that on my face until my face healed. I have one little scar, but that's it. And so I think of that, and I've been doing it. But slugging is a really bad thing for acne.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I never listened to you. I don't do that.
DIY
Injections.
Injections.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't write much on it because just don't do that. That's
Why?
insane.
Why would you inject something when you're into yourself if you're not a doctor?
Horrible. Sunscreen highlighting.
I saw this.
Holy moly, I didn't know this was a thing.
To me, it just seems like bad tan lines.
Yes. It's only putting it on parts that you want your face to be lighter. So like I don't know how to really
Like your
do the
cheekbones,
face. Yeah.
above your eyebrows, right down the middle of your forehead, down your nose, and under your lips on your chin.
You're just burning the other parts of your face, and then that part's gonna wrinkle, and don't do that.
It just seems so silly. It all seems silly.
Toothpaste
I know.
to spot treat.
Which I've been doing forever.
Yeah. It says keep the toothpaste for the tooths.
I know. Because now they have those little spots. Like Justin
patches.
Bieber has the little star patches that he wears. And then there's the Proactive ones or the Panoxyl ones
Panoxyl.
that you just these little circles that you put overnight. And so basically that's what was
But it's
supposed to be the
meant-
toothpaste.
It's meant for that.
It's meant for
Right,
that.
like-
Toothpaste is not.
Those are all the don'ts. So the last thing that is a yay versus a nay is skin cycling.
What's that?
And it's basically doing a different skincare routine throughout your week.
Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a 4-day cycle. And the first day is like exfoliation at night. So whatever that process is for you that feels safe and recommended and healthy. Day 2 is retinol or a retinoid night. And that is something, it's like a thing that increases your skin cell production and
it's like a
collagen.
skin firming. Yeah.
So that wrinkles kind of go to the wayside. And day 3 and 4 are recovery. So it's just cleansers and moisturizers. And day 5, you restart.
Yeah, it's a gym membership for your face. Like, it's 100% a gym membership.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they say don't do that.
No, they say do that.
Oh, they say do that.
do that. It's the healthiest thing you can do for your skin.
Oh, that's interesting.
I just do a cleanser and a moisturizer every night. Like I don't do serums or toners. I have a link that's going to be in the show notes to break down what cleansers, toners, serums, eye creams, moisturizers, and sunscreens are because there's so much information there. I don't have time to research all that. So click on that for the difference between the two because to me it's all the same thing.
Well, yeah, it is.
And it's not.
So they say you should start moisturizing at like 21. You're not going to want to know where I heard that information. You want to know?
On the TikTok?
No. Watching the Kardashians.
Ugh.
I said you're not going to want to know, but
And I said don't inject anything in your face.
No. But they've been putting on moisturizer since they were 18.
Yeah, I mean it is. Why would we not? The skin is the biggest organ that we have, and it should absolutely be protected and supported
I know.
forever.
And we worry about everything else, and then we leave that at the end. Because at the end of the night, honestly, for me, I'm tired.
Oh my God.
I don't feel like I always take my makeup off every night. I can't go to bed without doing that. But it is, I drag my feet. I'm like, oh my God, I got to wash my face.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree with you. The last thing, and this is what was actually suggested in our Instagram survey of what you would like to hear of, and it's about collagen powder. And we use Vital Proteins.
Not
There's
consistently.
flavors. No.
No.
You should definitely be consistent. I'm out of it, and I'm also, yes, not consistent. So I'm with you.
You
on
should
that one.
definitely be consistent then.
So it's the most abundant protein that we have in our bodies. It's for skin and like bone strength because it's the main component of all of our connective tissues. So ligaments, tendons, like skin, muscles, all of that. And there's 28 types, which is something I actually didn't know.
I didn't know that.
We only really deal with like the 4 when it comes to powders and stuff. And I'm not going to break all that down, but you can get collagen from food. So bone broth, chicken skin, which is also really bad for you because it's got fat in it. But
Yeah.
that's where the collagen is in there. So I'm not promoting that. Pork skin, same thing. Beef, fish, and vitamin C. But vitamin C, it's just because it's crucial for like collagen production. It's not necessarily a collagen,
Oh, okay.
if that makes sense.
No, that does make sense.
When it comes to supplements, it improves your skin health it can. None of this is FDA regulated, scientifically backed. It is though,
Yeah.
collagen is super helpful, but I do have to say it's not 100%. Like this particular article says it's not scientific backed. So everything says may and could.
Yeah.
So
Consult your doctor
consult your doctor for sure.
or the Fit to Be Real podcast.
Yeah, same thing. Not the same
Not the
but
same thing.
same thing. And relieves joint pain, which
Yes.
is huge. I'm 34. I feel it. Now we're
We're hard on our bodies.
hotter. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I was going to say hard and it came out hard like I'm from Boston. Hotter.
And we're hot.
Oh, no. No.
And I was like, I can't bypass this. This is good. This is good stuff here.
It sounded like I was in Boston Yards.
What? So you think you're pretty?
I think I'm hot.
Oh, God.
So yeah, that joint pain. It maintains like the cartilage in your joints, and as you age, that wears down. It wears down. It just does. But if you're up on your collagen and you're actually moving your body and putting some impact on the joints is
It's
very
a good thing.
good. Yes, especially as you age. So when you add collagen to it, it helps with the joints. It helps with preventing bone loss, which is another thing that happens when you age.
Right.
It just is fact. Unless you are up on the up of all of this stuff, right? Boosts your muscle mass. So if you're trying to get gains
In your wad.
in your workout of the day, collagen up. And then I did not know this. Promotes heart health.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, it reduces the risk of like heart conditions, which reducing is different than like it prevents, but that's wonderful. That's great. Hair, nails, gut health, brain health, like it can improve your mood and reduce your anxiety, Carly. And then weight loss, because it just does a little bit of metabolism boosting and could everybody is different, but it does say that it could be a big factor in that.
So with my vital proteins, that I am one of those, bandwagoners that started back when it was like really popular, when it was becoming popular, I didn't stick with it long enough. I would do it like a week and be like, yeah, I had it in my coffee every day. And then I'd be like, oh, I forgot to do it today. And then I'd fall off the wagon. I never used it consistently enough to notice if it worked or not, honestly.
I remember feeling a difference in my skin or just seeing a difference. And I don't know if it was like, oh, I'm caring about myself, so I'm going to be more proactive in other ways as well. So then overall, everything was like on the up.
Yeah.
Or if it was the 100% just the powder, like who knows?
So stick with it. 12 weeks.
The last thing I have written down is that turnover for collagen production and healthy collagen in your, body is consistency. That's the last thing I wrote down from the article, because it's 100% for anything in life.
In life.
Just keep doing it. And if the results aren't happening fast enough, you're not there yet, it doesn't mean it's not working.
I know. And I think, again, we're going to say it again, because TikTok and Instagram think, it doesn't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. You have to stick with something in order to see results.
Yeah.
And that's in anything. Skincare, collagen, diet, fitness, anything.
You know what I learned from this? So, first of all, thank you for suggesting this,
Yeah.
Gail. Thank you, Gail, because this was pretty awesome. What I learned is that we have been just like weight and weight consciousness until it recently turned into health consciousness. We have been struggling with our skin for years.
Since we were teenagers.
We did the Proactive.
Oh, yeah.
We did the, oh my gosh.
What's the Panoxyl? We did the
Panoxyl.
the benzoyl peroxide,
Mhm.
like basically stripping your face.
Yes. And ruining all of our towels.
Oh my gosh. And our t-shirts,
Ugh.
because it gets on everything.
Yeah. And bleaches them. So if it's bleaching your clothing, it's
Bleaching your
bleaching
face.
But even just like I can't think of the brand, but it was a circular pad that you wiped. It was like an
Oh.
astringent.
Clearasil
Oh my God, it burned.
or Clorox.
No.
No.
Nope. It was not the Clorox.
It was Noxzema.
It was
Wait,
Noxzema.
Your face belongs to Noxzema.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I
I
know.
used to be so jealous of all of the people in the commercials that were splashing their face with water so happily and not having these big red splotches all over their face. And I was like, I want to do that too.
And
We have been doing this for
rips
years.
your face. Like
Guess-
we have ripped our face apart.
Guess what's not on any of these lists? Any of those horrible products that we tried for our entire lives.
Yeah.
The expensive, Proactive is so expensive and on a subscription and is a 7-part ritual. No, you don't have to do all of that stuff.
It's the same with everything else. Go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Literally go back to the basics.
All right, we're getting right to the real tip and the real extra tip today. So the real tip is called cabinet habit. And it's basically what we all do, and I know you do it too, of just buying what you think is popular or what you've heard somebody else, it works for them. And then all of a sudden you look at your bathroom cabinet or wherever you store your products, and there's such a buildup of lotions and moisturizers and cleansers that you don't use. They're probably not open or maybe only used once or twice. And what's the point? So just like a kitchen sweep, it's a bathroom sweep. Go into your cabinet, look at what you don't use, look at what we've listed off as things to avoid, and clean it out. One of my clients, Francesca, was like, there's just such an over consumerism. Like, I have so many products that are, why? Why do I have them? Or why are they being sold? What is the point? And it's true. Clean sweep, get them out. You'll feel so much better afterwards.
And now for your real extra tip of the day. It's called Fix Your Face. What does fix your face mean?
A lot.
I mean, I literally do it like this every single time. I'm an infomercial. What does fix your face mean?
There's gotta be a better way.
There's gotta be a better way. Fix your face means we want you to try the skin cycling, even though you may not have acne. If you do, if you don't, if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, write it down. Or Victoria had a great suggestion. Put Post-its on your bathroom mirror of what day is what. Day 1, you do this. Day 2, you do this, and so on. Try it for 2 weeks. Just try it for 2 weeks. See what the skin cycling does for you. And if you like it, keep doing it. Put your face on a gym membership and fix your face.
Like always, we want to remind you that even with your skincare routine, you're always fit to be real.
And always allowed to be a little extra.
For legal reasons, we have to tell you that this podcast is meant for entertainment and educational purposes only. We are not healthcare professionals. For all of your health, wellness, fitness, and self-care needs, please refer to the medical professional in your life, your primary care physician, your therapist, a certified coach, whoever it may be. And then let us know what they say, because I guarantee we need to know it too. Okay? Okay, bye.